Dear oh me. What did I just witness? That was fucking horrendous. Horrendous.
Damn right.
Where did the tactics get you now, Mercedes? Where did the tactics get you now?
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff.
As we say
it didn't
in the
happen.
UK, that is egg on your face. That's basically what I'm saying is Mercedes looked like the joke. They had all these tactics all yesterday. Yep, Bottas is going to get in front. Toto said we're going to let Bottas will move over for Hamilton and everything will be all fine. All confidence in his interviews yesterday on Sky Sports F1. All confidence. Don't worry about Max. It's going to be 1 and 2 Mercedes. Hamilton will get 4 points, 3 points, full points from this sprint qualifying race. And then Max will only get 1 point. It doesn't matter if he finishes second because obviously Bottas has took that point away because he's starting from the back tomorrow. But it didn't work out that way, did it?
Nope.
It did not work out that way. What a horrendous start from Lewis Hamilton. Horrendous. But that's but you want to hear the kicker. This is the kicker. He couldn't even pass Lando Norris. He couldn't even pass Lando Norris. Listen, no disrespect to Lando Norris. No disrespect. But Lando Norris is in a McLaren. Lando Norris is in a McLaren. So on paper, Lewis Hamilton, especially at Monza, the temple of speed. That's what everyone's been talking about all weekend. The tow. You can tow each other here very easily. The tow is easy. This is probably the best track for overtaking. The best track for overtaking. That's what they're saying. 1 second. Overtaking, they say. Remember that word, overtaking. Because I never saw no overtaking. Actually, I saw one overtake. Alonso. I'm always going to get that from Alonso. It doesn't matter if the track says you're never going to overtake, he'll find a way. He done it at the Dutch Grand Prix. He done it in France. You name it. Any track, Alonso will take over. Because that's why, to me, he's the best driver today. He might not be at the best team, but to me, he's still the best driver. But where did Lewis Hamilton come? He started second. He started on the front row with Valtteri Bottas with his teammate. Front row. First corner, where was he? 5th place. 5th place. 5th or 6th place. Because Gasly came off after and he was stuck behind. He was stuck, but Gasly passed him. Yeah, Gasly passed him. And if it weren't for his incident where he had that lovely slipstream off Max Verstappen, and he came too hot into the first corner where the chicane, clipped his tyre, and that was it for Gasly. As soon as he got round to the corner, it was over. He went into the gravel. But Lewis Hamilton, he was in front of Lewis Hamilton, by the way. He was in front. So you had Bottas, Max Verstappen, Ricciardo, Lando Norris, Gasly, and Hamilton. Hamilton was 6th at this point. So when Gasly went into the gravel, he got 5th place. And then everybody was thinking, oh, no problem. No problem. Lewis Hamilton will pass, yeah, Lando Norris. Lewis Hamilton will pass Lando Norris. No problem. But it didn't work out that way, did it?
Nope.
Everybody started talking about the toll. This is the toll. He got the toll, but did he pass? No. No passing at all. No passing. 0 passing from Lewis Hamilton. So that tactics that they had, that plan that they had before the race went right in the fucking toilet. Straight in the fucking toilet. Like a £2 fucking shit off a cow. Sunk right to the bottom. Went right to the bottom. So where do you go now? You got Max Verstappen. He was saying before the race, before the sprint race, If he gets a third place, he'd be happy with that. He'd be happy with that. I reckon Max Verstappen at this point would have took fourth place, as long as he's in front of Lewis Hamilton. But as I see it now, advantage Red Bull. Listen, we know tomorrow that it's going to be our 50 plus race lap, 50 lap race. We know this. We know when it comes to pitting and trying to do the undercut and overcut, whatever. We know that can pay a difference tomorrow. But what it is, Bottas is starting from the back. Bottas done his job today. He started, he won. If Lewis Hamilton would have came second, he would have moved over for Lewis to get the points. But Lewis couldn't get to second. He couldn't even get to third. He was stuck behind Lando Norris. He got close, but not good enough. Horrendous. And he's got no one else to blame but himself. He can't come out and say it was the car. He can't come out and say, we should have harvested more energy. No. What it boils down to, you had the car and you fucked it up. Very simple. Bottas done his job. He stayed in front. Max couldn't pass him. Why couldn't you pass Lando Norris? Ask yourself that question. Instead of going out to photo shoots, instead of going out modelling with your dog and modelling this and modelling that and turning up with Wellingtons, yeah, at press conferences, how about you do your fucking job? Do your job. Get on the flipping front row of the grid that you should have done today. Do your job and win your 8th world title. There's no point of going out and doing your little modelling. Going out and modelling your clothes, doing the perfume or aftershave ads, coming up on your social media with your hair out and say, look at my hair. Listen, pal, yeah, I don't give a shit about your hair. I don't care if you had no hair. How about you go on the track and do your fucking job? Because Max Verstappen's doing his job. Daniel Ricciardo's doing his job. Congratulations to Dan Ricciardo, by the way. He's getting the hang of that car. I told you yesterday, look at my review. I've done my review yesterday of the qualifying sprint and the session. And I've done that's on my YouTube channel. Look out for that. I uploaded that late, by the way. But look, I'm talking about Daniel Ricciardo on that video, saying that Ricciardo has finally got a hang of this car. And tomorrow he's going to be starting on the front row with Max Verstappen. Congratulations, Dan Ricciardo. Cream always rises to the top. I've got to admit, at halfway, look, I've got to admit 5 races in, it wasn't looking good for Daniel Ricciardo. I'll be the first person to come out and say, I thought at one time Dan Ricciardo would lost it. I'm not going to be fake and come on my channel and say, look, I always knew that Dan Ricciardo was going to do good. No, I never. 5 or 6 races in, I don't know what, I forgot what race it was. It might have been the French one just before the French. I was saying that I think Daniel Ricciardo has lost it and Lando Norris just took over. But now Daniel Ricciardo's getting the feel of the car. He's getting to work out the car to his driving style. And now look at him. He's going to be front row with Max Verstappen, the old guard, the old teammates when he was at the Red Bull days. So if anybody knows Max Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo does. But at the end of the day, look, Bottas got the win, but it doesn't count because he's going to be starting on the back, and that's why Max Verstappen is going to be on front row and Dan Ricciardo finished third, so he's going to be automatically elevated to second place. So that's it, man. It's going to be an interesting race tomorrow. But Lewis Hamilton, he was horrendous. So, like I said, he was horrendous, and yeah, he was. So this is the results of the sprint qualifying race at the bottom of my screen. And yeah, I'm glad that Gasly's okay. He looked like he hit that barrier hard, but he said he was okay. He said the interview after the race, he was saying that he's more gutted about what happened because he felt like he had the pace today and he could have got a good position, but it didn't work out. Like I said, he had an amazing start, Gasly. He had a brilliant toe off Max Verstappen, but he went too hot into the first chicane and he clipped the back of one of their cars. And I think he clipped the McLaren. And he come off worse. It was just a little slight touch. You can see how sensitive them cars are. It was just a slight little touch on the front of the car, and that was it. And then when he went round the bend, yeah, his tyre fell away and he went into the gravel and he hit the barrier. But he's fine. He's going to be. I don't know where he's going to be starting tomorrow. Obviously he's going to be starting from the back because he didn't finish. So it's going to be him and Bottas on the back. But yeah, Bottas done his job today. He done his job, and I'm happy for him. This shows that for me, look, I am glad that Russell's going to Mercedes. I am. But I think I said it on my video last week and the week before. I just think that they should have kept Bottas for another 1 or 2 seasons. Yeah. And then guaranteed Russell on paper with the lawyers, all the contracts. Guaranteed Russell a seat for 2023. Guaranteed. So you get it in writing and say, look, in 2 years' time, you're coming to Mercedes. And you can't break that contract. That's what I would have done. Or even for the 2023 season. That's what I would have done. Give Bottas a go at the title. Instead, look, because we all know that the team, Mercedes team, favour Lewis more. He's got a rite of passage over at Bottas. And if they just let them two fight all season and don't play no team games, then we're going to see what happens. Because Bottas, he's fast. Everybody knows he's fast. He's fast in qualifying, but when it comes to the race, not so much, because obviously the tactics come in and it always favours Lewis Hamilton. Right? They've done it at Silverstone when Lewis was chasing Charles Leclerc. Bottas had to move over, but it proved today Bottas can have a good start, because usually Bottas' starts are horrendous, but today he was on point, because he's got nothing to lose. He knows at the end of the season he's going to be gone. He's with Alfa Romeo now, and he knows now he can drive himself and they can't tell him to slow down. And it shows you how good Bottas is. I just would have kept Bottas for another 1 or 2 seasons, then bring in Russell. Lewis retires, they bring in Bottas and Russell together. Or after 2 years, if you don't want Bottas, you can bring in another guy like Gasly, who will be my pick to replace Lewis Hamilton, Pierre Gasly. I'd bring Gasly in, and I'd get Gasly to win the title with Mercedes and shove it straight up Christian Horner's arse. That's what I would do. But yeah, I'm going to show you a bit of social media. There's the social media now. So, see what the social media is saying. Valtteri Bottas wins F1 sprints, but it is Max who starts on the front row. Yeah. And then you got welcome back to winning ways, Valtteri Bottas. So there's a lot of positivity towards Valtteri Bottas, which he deserves. Because you know he's not. Look, we know he's saying he's got the project. He's got these projects coming, yeah, whatever, yeah, with Alfa Romeo. But he knows when he goes to Alfa Romeo, he ain't gonna be getting no podiums. He knows this, but it might be a long-term project for him. This was yesterday. This was today, yeah. Talking about his lap before the rest there. Yeah, and that's it, man. There's Carlos Sainz bashing his car in practice too today. Again, making little mistakes. Carlos, man, little mistakes, what's costing him. But it was a good position for Ferrari today. There's the onboard. If you want to go look at the onboard on my Twitter or on Sky Sports' Twitter feed. You remember last week or the week before they had Alonso's onboard footage. So it's like a VR effect. And they had it in Spa, and now they've got Russell this week. So that's a good thing that the F1 are doing now. But they should make it more regular. I think they're going to make it more regular. And I think maybe next race, which will be in Sochi, in 2 weeks' time, they'll probably get another driver. But I love that camera. It's just like what Lando Norris says. Lando Norris says the closest thing to racing is VR. And I'm going to be purchasing a VR this Christmas, by the way. And I'll be streaming that on my Twitch channel. Talking of my Twitch channel, these are my social buttons. Go and follow me on YouTube there, right there. And you've also got my Twitch and my Twitter. So I'm dropping there's me with Ted Grabbits. If you want, just follow me on Twitter, man. Hit me up on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. I'm always on Twitter somewhere. If Luke, the only thing Lewis can do tomorrow, set this social media thing up. So that's it then, man. So Lewis, he's on the dirty side of the track as well. He's not on the clean side tomorrow where he starts off. So I don't know what he's going to do there. But Max Verstappen's in the driving seat. He's on the front row. It's going to be very interesting to see that first corner between Max Verstappen and Ricciardo. Like I told you at the beginning of the video, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. It's going to be both battling for the front row, obviously, to get, because once you get ahead of you can get the toll. But I didn't see no toll today. Lewis was trying to get the toll, but it weren't happening. I don't know what happened to Lewis Hamilton today. When he has his days, he has his days, but it seems like them days are happening more regular. See, back in the day, he'd probably had 1 or 2 bad days. Now he's having about 8 bad days this season. Usually has 2 in 1 season. Now he's had 8. Unbelievable. Who would ever get over that thing in Baku when he pressed that button? Unbelievable. When he could have got first place. Anyway, this is Solo P1. I'm signing out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I do live timings on my YouTube channel. That's on my channel now. I've done that. I've done the live timings. So you want to go back and watch the live timings the way they all planned out. Go on my YouTube channel and you'll see all the live timings there. Live for when the qualifying was on. It'll be same tomorrow on the race day. It'll be race day live race day results coming in. You'll have the live scoreboard, so you can check that out tomorrow for when the race starts. And yeah, and I'll be uploading Ted's notebook as well and the press conferences on my YouTube channel shortly. So thanks very much, guys. Hopefully there'll be a good race tomorrow. I hope in one of them races where everybody's like a train, all the cars in a DRS train. So hopefully it'll be a good race tomorrow. Thank you very much, guys. See you later, guys. Bye.